So things have pretty radically changed quite quickly when it comes to the availability of the listings out there. Properties are sitting on the market for longer. On average, over the 3 months to April, they sat there on the market for 39 days before selling. The average for that period is about 36 days, so slightly longer than average. Nothing too outrageous as yet. Well, hi again, everybody. Today I just wanted to make some quick comments about the data for April recently released by REINZ. Basically, the numbers show what we all know is happening out there in terms of the weakness in the residential real estate market. The number of properties sold in the 3 months to April, after you adjust for seasonal factors, looking back over the past 10 years or so, was down about 25% from the 3 months to January. So definitely sales have weakened out there. And because there's fewer properties being sold, that means the quantity of stock, the listings in the real estate windows and on the websites there, increasing quite strongly, up about 70% at the end of April from a year earlier. In fact, in some parts of the country, the number of properties listed for sale is now running about 170% higher than a year earlier. So things have pretty radically changed quite quickly when it comes to the availability of the listings out there. Properties are sitting on the market for longer. On average, over the 3 months to April, they sat there on the market for 39 days before selling. The average for that period is about 36 days, so slightly longer than average. Nothing too outrageous as yet, but I certainly expect that number to keep on rising. And of course, when it comes to prices, well, they are falling away. They went down by about 2% in the month of April, roughly, seasonally adjusted, etc. Some people make those adjustments. From the peak, the absolute peak for the country in November to April, we've seen a decline of about 6%. In Wellington, that's about 9%. Canterbury, maybe 2%. In Auckland, around about 10% or so. So Auckland is certainly seeing the greater declines at the moment, but I think that partly reflects the fact that it's a bit ahead of the other parts of the country when it comes to some of this price movement out there. But prices have definitely pulled back, and the chances are they're going to fall further, especially now that people can see an increasing frequency of forecasts of prices going down, and of course all the talk about recession as well. Now, that recession talk is quite interesting. The Reserve Bank will be pricking their ears up at that. And in a way, what's naturally happening out there because of the events of the cost of living soaring, uncertainty regarding China, regarding Russia's invasion of Ukraine, etc., we are seeing people being quite fearful of what's happening out there and pulling back on their spending. And that means the Reserve Bank, at this stage at least, is not having to employ its second weapon beyond interest rates going up to influence inflation. That second weapon is scaring the bejeebers out of us. We already seem to be scared. I can already see from my monthly spending plans survey that we are definitely planning to pull back on our spending. And all that means is that I still remain with my forecast that the peak in the official cash rate will be 3%, not the 3.8% I think the markets are factoring in still, down from above 4%, but I think there's still going to be some adjustments to other forecasts out there. And it means the increases in the fixed rates, I'm still sticking with maybe another 0.5% going on your 2 to 5 year rates. And maybe for the likes of 1 year, it could be 1% increasing there. I just want to make a final comment here regarding that increase in the number of listings and the falling in prices. And let's say you've been out there searching for a house for a while and you're wondering, well, do you buy now or do you simply sit back? Most people are going to think, I'm going to sit back and wait for the bottom. Well, point number one, no one knows when the bottom is going to come. We'll only be able to say that after it has happened. Point number two, you got to ask yourself, are you looking to buy a house because you want to grow your wealth, or are you looking for a house to raise your family in? If the answer is you want to grow wealth, you want to be like those baby boomers or whoever out there who have done quite well out of house prices soaring for a few decades, well then your incentive is to hold off until you think the market's at a bottom. But if you're looking to buy your home there that you're going to be in for quite a few years, frankly your incentive is to get out there and start looking because the listings are up, the sellers are increasingly eager to sell, you're going to have a wide range of properties to pick and choose from, and chances are you're going to be able to put in one or two low offers and maybe one of them is going to get taken. So if I was in that second group, I would actually be increasing my search for property at the moment rather than feeling all scared and stepping back thinking, oh, wait for the bottom. We don't know when the price bottom is going to come, but my best guess for the moment is before the middle of next year, probably the first half of 2023. We'll see what I think next week. All the best.